Welcome to my podcast. I'm kidding, it's not a podcast. This is no, it's not. I don't think it is. It's okay, we don't need to label it. Welcome. Today I'm feeling kind of like headachy a little bit, but I thought I'd come on and because the satsang is tomorrow, and talk a little bit about the satsang and what it's going to be about. I think I have used a lot of energy talking today. Yeah, surprisingly, talking takes a lot of energy. I had a client meeting this morning as well, so that kind of that was talking, and then I was busy, then I was arguing with my siblings over housework, which is hilarious. Sorry, I just need to check whether the sound and everything is working. Okay. Video channel. It's working! Yay! Why is it being slow? It's being really weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's okay. Okay. It's not being slow anymore. Yay! Great. So what did I learn today? I feel like whenever I come on live or before I'm about to post some content, I don't usually like put loads of time. I don't know how other people create content. But good morning. But yeah, maybe other people sit down and they like really think about it and script. I don't really do that, I kind of just ask myself, okay, Priya, what have we learned today? And then I just speak about that, about what I've learned recently, because hey, welcome. Because there's always something when we reflect on our lives that we have learned, right? Like one of the things today that I wanted to share that I through my client call that I had today, my coaching call. I'm a life coach, by the way. So I coach people. So one of my clients, he was talking about his situation. It was a sticky situation that he's kind of got himself into. And see, the thing is, it's like neuro. I don't know if you guys know neuro knowledge. But jeez, he says when people pay him £50,000 to come and teach them like how to increase their income, right? And he says, look, if someone comes and they're a farmer, we don't sit and talk about what fertilizer to use, okay? Because the answer to most things in life are very basic things. And yes, the comment section is wilding. Hence why I this is why I created a satsang. Because it creates a very like sacred container where you don't really get this sort of distraction and comments, but yeah, one of the things that I was discussing with my client was the art of accepting things. It sounded like he was not accepting where he was in his life, and that creates suffering. So pain, which we all feel, right? Things happen that feel painful, but pain is very momentary. Suffering is something that you hold on to. It's chaos and pain that you hold on to because you can't accept life the way that it is. Have I ever read The Power of Now? I have. I haven't finished it, but I started reading it, and I love it. No one can accept their life. See, well, that's why they suffer, and I think that's very subjective. There are people who can accept their life, and in fact, the more you accept your life, the more freedom you have to enjoy your life. Because who are we to say whether something should exist in our life or not, right? For example, let's say something happens. Let's say you plan to go on a trip to, I don't know, to the countryside or whatever, and then there's a storm that's brewing and you can't leave and go. Who's to say that that wasn't meant to happen? Who are you to say that, you know? Dude, it's so good. I love that you love it. Radical acceptance. Exactly. Radical acceptance is everything, you know? Because you know what it is? I understand that there is a greater intelligence at work, at play. Like, for example, I always use this, right? So many new people again. Yes, Yash, this is, like I said, this is exactly why I created a satsang. Because you never know who's going to turn up on these lives, you know? They can be very focused sometimes. And then when there are more people, different types of people, new people, you know, it can be very unfocused at times. And but I accept it for what it is. But I also created something where, you know, I created something where it can be more focused and we can get somewhere because we can get into depth. It's difficult to go into depth here. Yeah, did he actually die? Mate, the problem is that our lives have rules. You won't live exactly as you want. For example, many things require money. That's true. That is true. There are some things that are required of our life, right? But they don't have to be God. Like, money doesn't have to be your God. Money is really important. I get that, you know, but money is an exchange of value. So what you'll see is people who value themselves more, they have more money. Rich people value themselves. That's why they earn more. People who don't have that much money don't value themselves. That's why they don't have that much money. You know? See, I want to talk about religion and the difference between religion and spirituality. Spirituality is a way inwards, right? I understand that God is within me. So you don't go outside of you. You're constantly trying to go inwards. Religion teaches you about God, okay? But people have made religion the destination. Religion is not the destination. The destination of both is God. It's going home. That's our true home, to be with God in this body right now, to unveil the mask that has been, you know, placed around us, to unveil the secret, I guess you could say, the huge secret of this life, which is you create your reality. You are God in disguise as a human being. You're actually in charge. Like an aspect of you, who you truly are. Not like, for example, if I was to say I'm in charge, it wouldn't be Priya necessarily, but the energy within Priya, who is who I am. Hi everybody. So what happens with religion? Like I said, people make religion their destination, but your destination is home. It's like saying, let's say I'm traveling to, I don't know, let's say I'm getting on a plane to go India, right? It's like me saying, oh, the plane got me to India, so I'm going to hold on to the plane. The plane is everything. I'm going to pray to the plane. I'm going to worship the plane. I traveled on that plane. My plane is better than yours. But it's just a vehicle getting you home. So when you're home, there is no need for the vehicle anymore. In fact, you know, it like decreases your need for it because you're already home. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sense of this world, of these lives that we have been blessed with. And the point of your life is to remember your divinity, to wake up, you know? Like manifesting for our reality. Hey, yeah, I build my own religion that is soulism, connected with soul to God, because the new one is coming, AI God. Interesting. Is that an illumin? No, it's a spiral. So I got it because it's to show that my life is always getting better and better. It's always spiraling upwards, which it has been. Sri Akal ji, Sat Sri Akal. It's the trip that makes us who we are, though, at least I think. Yeah, you know, it's the trip, but lest we, like, in terms of religion slash spirituality, you know how people can get really into their religion, like, I'm a Muslim, you're a Sikh, we're different. But all religions are true. They're all trying to teach you, they're giving you the wisdom, and you're meant to apply the wisdom. It's meant to convert. Like, for example, I go to the Gurdwara, right? And I don't understand it so well. It's something new to me. I haven't gone there my whole life. It's something that I've recently started to learn about. So you know, they say things, they read from the religious text, and I wouldn't understand. So I would go home and I would Google it, and I would, you know, figure out what this means. And then I would be astounded at what this means. And then I would say, wow, this feels like the truth. It feels really wise, you know? Let me apply this in my life. Let me be transformed by this. If you are in a religion and you are not allowing yourself to be transformed by that, then something isn't converting, you know? I see people talking about religion, and it's a big debate. It is. Just dropping in to say hi. I have work to do, but hope you have a good stream. Enjoy, everyone. Thank you so much, Marky. Marky, by the way, I have a satsang tomorrow. It's at 2:30 p.m. Hope to see you there. The link is in my bio. You know, let me actually check the link, which I have in my bio. Just give me a second. Where are you from, sister? I am from Punjabi. My name is Harsh. I am from England. So I'm Punjabi, but I live in England. I've lived here most of my life, I guess you could say. Yeah. I'm extremely spiritual, but not very religious, but I want to have the peace that people who are deep in their religion have. You don't need to be. You don't. The thing is, you don't e-bomb. The destination is home. The destination is being home with divinity, being one with God. So whether you get that through religion or you get that through your own spiritual practices, they're the same thing. It's the same place you're heading, back within you, back towards home. They're not separate destinations, you know? So it doesn't matter. The thing is with the you know, the peace is the peace is something that comes when you are home. And like I said, you can get home in any way. Not just through religion or spirituality, but many ways. It's a dissolving of the ego. It's becoming one. It's allowing yourself to be transformed. For example, let's say that you are in a relationship where you see your partner as God, right? You both value each other and you see each other as God. That is essentially like, you know, having a relationship with God and like being transformed, because you lose a sense of selfness, you know, like a sense of self. I need to do something. Most Mossad, not Jews, what's your opinion? I'm not sure. I don't really get into that stuff. Today's people, most not all. Today's people are going far from religion as work pressures and human activities made them unable to connect with spirituality. I get that. The thing is, like I said, they can get to that place that everybody's trying to get to, because why do people become religious? Like, what's the point? Why are we doing it, you know? You're doing it because you understand that there is more to life than what you have been told. You understand that there is a greater power at play, and you want to learn how to connect with that greater power, right? And it's hope. Yeah, see, hope is a beggar mentality. It's faith that you want. Religion gives you faith. And so goal for paradise. See, this is something that I get. I get a lot of people, they want to live they want to determine, they want to guarantee success after this life. But this life is important. Heaven and hell exist right now. It's about what you do with your life right now. You know, it's not about thinking sorry, let me just do something. I just need to change the link. So in my bio, where it says okay. So I have a satsang, by the way, on tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. So anyone who wants to come in, and it's a more sacred kind of container where people come in, and I'll do, I'll discuss the theme that we're discussing that week, and I'm open to suggestions, obviously. So we're doing love and sacred union tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. GMT. So it's a more sacred container where we kind of go into depth. Like I said, it's difficult for me to go into depth on lives, right? Because it can be so much like confusion and stuff. But in the satsangs, I'll discuss the theme, we'll do a little grounding at the beginning, and then I open the floor up so everybody can discuss. So not only do I learn, like, do I teach, but I learn from everybody, and it's like a discussion. It's cool. I get to see you, you get to see me, so if that's something that interests you, it's happening tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Yeah, like I said, the theme will be love and sacred union. So relationships, the different types of relationships, why nowadays, relationships don't work that often, why things end in divorce, how to have a sacred union, what that means, what that looks like. So yeah, hopefully see you there. Okay, gold for paradise. Okay. So I don't think life has any value in the eyes of God. Wow. All religions say that our lives are merely a test, so I don't think life has any value in the eyes of God. That's interesting. That's really, wow. I mean, that makes it sound like life is really depressing, right? Like there's no point of it. And hi, Wolves. This channel is about self-development. It's about connecting with God. It's very spiritual, metaphysical, esoteric, quantum science is discussed here. So you'll see, like, the more you listen, you'll either think, okay, this feels good, I want to stay here, I want to learn more, or you'll think, no, what is she on about, I don't align, and then you'll leave. So damn, you always give that wow vibe with your charming face and expressions. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah. Oh, it's you, Dexter. Oh my god, I just recognized who you are. Welcome. I don't know if you know, but I have a satsang. I do satsangs now. They happen weekly on Sundays, where we discuss things and go deeper. And no one calls me baby. But yeah, so each religion is telling you, look, this is your truth. We're all one, right? Because what do most religions talk about? They're always talking about oneness, right? Like, we are all one. There's this one energy. Like, for example, in Sikhism, it's Ek Oankar, and that pretty much sums up life. What it means is there is only God. There is only God. So when we can look outside, right, and say Ek Oankar, like there's only oneness. Like, for example, right now I'm looking at you guys and I can look at you and be like, wow, these people are just me. We're all one. We're all one. We're all one. So if someone says something mean, I'm like, we're one. It's fine. Like, but does that make sense? Like, I recognize my divinity because I understand that I'm one with God. Lol, oh god. Wait, Sunny, is that you? You changed, I'm pretty sure you changed your name, right? Your YouTube name? I forgot. It's you. Sandeep, right? Sandeep? I learned on TikTok, guys, she prefers bro. That's so funny. No, I don't, okay? And welcome, Mr. Godly. Mr. Godly, am I seeing you tomorrow? You better be there. We're all NPC, that's correct. In my life, you're all NPCs, right, you don't use your name on TikTok. Okay, no, Sunny. Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know, your name looked, maybe it's because I haven't seen your name, like, recognized it and been like, that's him. But, Sasikal, how are we? Yeah, thank you so much, Lenzo. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. But, yeah, so, religion. we've made it our whole personality at times, right? You've seen someone and they're really religious and then they get into it all and they're like, we're this and you're that and I'm a Muslim and you're a Sikh and I'm a Christian and Jesus is the only way. Everyone needs to love Jesus. Just because that worked for you doesn't mean it works for everybody, right? As a life coach, can you read my tarot? I'm a Scorpio. Nice. You know, it's so interesting you say that. Do you actually want me to? I have tarot cards. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? I need to put my phone somewhere else. Yeah, okay, cool. Since you asked, let's read your tarot. I mean, okay. Tarot is not really like my forte, but whatever. I'm learning, you know. Look, it's a goddess one. It's a goddess pack. Okay. Okay, you know, we'll have this thing where I do everybody's, okay? Not everybody's, I mean, but like, if you ask me, like one person per live will get one, okay? So, let's go. I'm godly, I don't want any excuses, okay? It's almost like you're a member, no, I don't want to say staff, is that rude? You're gonna get offended by that. But not staff, something more loving than that, you know? You're part of the team. I have to have you there. I don't care what it is, cancel. Hi, auntie. Nice. Nice. Boom. Make it 2 alive. Let's make it 2 alive. 2 alive. Oh, gosh, okay. Wait, okay, there's this, like, prayer. So, I'm doing the goddess deck, okay? Me too, oh my god. Maybe he was just born yesterday? Maybe. Okay, so it's a goddess pack, okay? Right, so there's a prayer. Okay, let's do it. Okay, should I read it out loud? Cool. Great Goddess, I offer my intention to be open to receive your wisdom and guidance for the highest good of all. Show me only the truth and how best I can serve with meaning and purpose. Let there be light. I am open and willing to listen to the goddesses assembled here. Amen. Okay, this is it's Mr. Golly, we've discussed this and you must join. I can't. Oh my god, yes, Greg. See, who's gonna keep me hydrated? He has to come. And hey, Greg, welcome. This is I'm about to do a tarot card reading because someone wanted one. So let's go. I'm gonna practice my tarot card reading powers. I usually refer to the book. So the book tells you. So it's all different goddesses, okay? I hope you still hear super chat GDT. I think it was shall the gods cover their ears. I don't get that. Okay. Cool. So I'll pick out like 5 cards. Okay, you're on a train to call message mode. That's okay. And Mr. Godly, I'm not getting it. Your hydration day. Okay, so you don't join on Sundays. What? Okay, right. So is this a person? Yes, you're still here. Cool. Okay, so I usually can't shuffle them sometimes. What's super chat? Who are we starting with though? Yeah, so I'm starting with super chat GDT. No, it's super Chad. Sorry, not super chat. Super Chad. Gods are the men and goddesses are the female. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start, okay? So I'll pick out 5. Like I said, sometimes I can't shuffle, so let's go for it. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have 5 cards. Let me put these ones away. Thank you so much. Okay, so okay, put them out. So you got Aphrodite, romantic love, that came straight up, right? Where does he join? I want to. Okay, yes, but why haven't you still enabled? I don't know how to enable super chat. I know, but I don't think I can until I get a certain number of people who a certain number of hours. I have to hit 3,000 watch hours for me to do that, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know. Because of course I would enable it if I could. And Yassine, are you talking about the satsang? If you would like to join the satsang, which is taking place tomorrow, the link is in my bio, and I'm sure someone will send the link in as well. Okay, so let's go. So we have romantic love. Okay, that's the first card. Super Chad. Let's see. So that is number 2. Okay. Let me know if this is something you like, because we can begin to incorporate tarot card readings. Okay, Mr. Godly, thank you. Okay, so Aphrodite. So she came up straight, okay? So this is an empowerment message for you. So the Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering, or a deepening of one you already have. Or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant a while. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and the expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold, and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. Yeah, I need 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, I think I'm like over and then apply to become a YouTube partner. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I can offer memberships. Thank you, Sham. Yeah, I think it's a process. We'll get there, you know? Okay, so the next card is 39, which is Nyx. So it's this card, Goddess Nyx. Am I from the UK? Yes. Okay, so there are times when you must surrender your need to know. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. The mysterious and the unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. Remain true to your intentions and keep on moving forward, remaining curious and open to what you can discover. Allow your need to know the details right now to fall away, and just be present to all that life is offering you. Judge nothing as good or bad, and just be with what arises. Soon, the treasure you seek will be revealed, and it will be better and more valuable than you could have imagined. The goddess Nyx knows what is best for you, and trust and all will be revealed in divine timing. Charlotte from Birmingham. Woo! Them goddesses look scary. They need to get a haircut. Rude. Have a nice day. The CA is connected to the British. Okay, nice. So the next one is Arian Rod, which is time, but this is upside down. Okay, so let's see. Number 3. And to be honest, you know what? This could apply to all of you, because you're all here and I'm doing this, right? So it's like, it's happening for a reason. Does that make sense? Oh, okay. Do not worry. There is not enough time, or that you might be running out of it. Do you feel that you are too late, too stressed, or too overwhelmed to get to where you need to go? This attitude is fueled by fear, which has a strange and unusual power to contract time. Arian Rod, the goddess of time, has an alignment task for you. Breathe deeply and trust the process. Know that even if you are temporarily struggling, you will always have enough time to choose how you experience your reality. You can always course correct. Consider this truth. Struggles, disappointments, or seeming delays are all part of the experience of life on life's terms. Yet, Arian Rod says, this too shall pass. When cool heads prevail and faith steers your course, treasure is never away. Call on the goddess Arian Rod when you begin to feel overwhelmed, and she will remind you of these truths. You know, this kind of, it's really relevant. Like I said, I mean, even for myself, just what we were talking about, you know, about the super chats and how the requirements for that. You know, at times, of course, it's like I watch and I'm like, oh, okay, how many hours has it been now? Like, am I able to do this? Am I able to take where I want my channel to go even further? And of course, I can't force anything. I have to be patient, right? So, like I said, this isn't just a message for Super Chad. This can be a message to everybody. I'm sure everybody in their lives can reflect at times where they find it difficult to accept where they're at, to make peace with where they're at, to allow life to flow through them and things to happen with divine timing. We're always trying to plan. We're always trying to rush ahead, right? And this is usually from fear. I need to be there, I need to do this because this person has achieved it and I need to do it quickly. How stressful is that? And what state do these thoughts put you in? Okay, party. The next one we have is Gaia, which is Earth. Okay? So, and you know, the thing that I just spoke about, right, it's really relevant because I've been planning the satsang for tomorrow. And like I said, the theme of tomorrow is love. And it is sacred union. So this comes into what I want to speak about, love. But I don't want to give too much away. And you're probably wondering how this is related to love, like time and acceptance and stuff. But it is, okay? You'll see. You'll see when you're there, okay? So we had Gaia. I feel like she was upside down. Okay, so 46. Okay, so this is, wait, this is 16, sorry, not 46. 16. Oh my god, I just opened and it turned to Freya. Radical acceptance. Should we read that one? Let's read it, okay? When you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of more easeful ways to be in the world. Can you stand in the middle of the chaos, and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the flurry of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. When you see with greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you will not have to fight at all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to a higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember this strategy. The goddess Freya offers in your support. Namaste ji, are you Islam? I am not Islam, no. But love doesn't exist. It's just a bunch of pheromones. That's wow, that's wild. Nothing exists just as much of molecules. You know, it's really interesting. Because nothing physical exists. So in science, right, we used to believe that atoms, right, molecules, atoms, that they are physical. But now scientists know that there is no physical atom. There are just a group of atoms that appear to be physical. So if atoms make up who we are, right? Our bodies and everything outside of us, they appear as matter, as physical matter. If they at their core kind of structure, at their core being, are not made out of matter, this means everything we see is not made out of matter. Does that make sense? So there is no such thing as a physical thing. Like even this card right now, if I were to zoom into it, I would see atoms. And then what you would realize is that atoms aren't physical, they're energetic. You know? What I just reached here, what are you talking about? Can I get a summary? Okay, I mean, Sean, it's really difficult to put everything into a summary, but right now I'm talking about how the world is not physical. It just appears physical to the mind. The mind translates what we see and thinks that it's physical, but it's not. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's get on to Gaia. Is Super Chat still here? Okay. It's sound, frequency, vibrating a different frequency. Exactly. It's true. Okay. So, Gaia, Earth. When you scatter your energy and allow fear to take root, you become ungrounded or out of touch with your environment. You become disconnected from your true nature as a spiritual being having a human experience. Whoa, I love this. The need now is to look at the cracks in the foundations of the life you've built. When even one aspect of your life is out of alignment, it affects everything else. Ground yourself with Gaia, the Earth Mother. She wants you to enjoy creating the world you live in. Your alignment task is to take a fearless inventory of where, how, and with whom you live your life. Is your energy draining from the choices you are making? Are you physically exhausted? Do you accept less than your value? Your efforts must now be to repair the foundations of your life and begin again. You will be so thrilled with the result and wonder why you didn't do it sooner. The goddess Gaia is supporting your every move. I am currently 1K reach, our next goal 4,000 hours. Yes, okay. Thanks, Mr. Godly. I appreciate you. The mind brain is the most powerful organ we have. See, it's not. Because the mind is not the brain. There are different aspects to the mind. There is something more intelligent than the brain. For example, you have a brain in your gut, the gut brain, which is the house of your intuition and your gut instincts. Your heart has its own intelligence. It has its own brain. There was an experiment done, right, where these people, they were put in front of a screen and they were shown images, different images, very quickly generated by a random photo generator. Some of these images were disturbing. So they were checking people's heart rate, right? They were taking their pulse. So what they realized was that people's heart rate would increase just before a distressing photo was chosen by the random photo generator. So the heart knew before the random generator even knew what was coming up. Is that not wild? It just goes to show the intelligence of the heart, and the thing is, we're all stuck up here. Thoughts, the brain, logic, facts, reasoning. That's why we're all struggling so much. If we're so smart, if we're so up here, why is everyone suffering? Why are people not happy? Why do we live in an anxious society? समझ तो नहीं आया लेकिन सुन के अच्छा लगा. धन्यवाद आपका. मुझे लगता है भी जो सच होता है वो कोई भी भाषा में होवे वो अच्छा ही लगता होता है. और अच्छा हम पहचानते हैं सच को. yeah. जे आप पंजाबी बोलते हैं, मैं पंजाबी में बोल सकती हूँ क्योंकि मेरी हिंदी कच्ची है. I like your Hindi accent. Thanks. Thanks, Yash. Okay. Yeah, let's go watch TV. Let's just distract ourselves. You could be watching something interesting. I'm just kidding. Okay, number 8. Is Super Chat still here? Shall I continue? I kind of don't want to be honest. Also, one thing I can't always understand is that how is just a clump of tissues, our brain, which is sitting in the cavity of our skull, give us conscious, like, get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get that. It's because it doesn't give you your consciousness. Your consciousness is, this is what you realize through meditation, that the physical body is very limited, that something beyond the physical body exists. Okay, Super Chad, you're still here. I want to know, like, if it resonated, if it didn't resonate, okay, afterwards. So let me just do your last card. Next time I'll do like 3 cards. Okay. So we have Bridget, which is Creative Spark. Okay. Inspiration and imagination are yours to play with right now. You effortlessly connect your inner creative spark and make meaningful and beautiful experiences for yourself and others. Take advantage of this fruitful time. When you're so in tune, it's like taking a magical trip to the land of fairy, where all glitters really is gold and your life seems like a grand artistic gesture. The fiery Celtic goddess of creativity calls you to play in the artistry of your life, your work, and your loves. Bridget is whispering her sparkling music deep in your soul. Are you listening? And that's all for today in terms of tarot. Let me know. English in French accent. French in any accent would sound just gibberish to me since I don't understand it. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad. Do you feel like it resonated? Like, did things come up for you? Maybe they will now, maybe they will afterwards, you know? I mean, they came up for me. Oh, there were some cards. There's a card that was in here. Parvati, devotion. आप तो संन्यास दिला के है मनोगे. आप इसका क्या मतलब है? आप तो संन्यास दिल के ही मनोगे. Parvati Ma, Yash, yeah, Parvati Ma was in the box. I hadn't even taken her out. I think she wants to be seen. Every one of those cards were wildly relevant. You know, chat for me and for you. Okay, and I'm sure, let me know anyone else if any of what I read was relevant for you. But I'm gonna read Parvati because you know why? How much do I charge for a reading? I'm from America. Okay, Eric, you know, why is Parvati more ginger? She's not ginger, she's wearing a chunni. Let's go for $10. I'll do your reading for $10. How about that? I'm just getting started, you know? I would, thank you. Thank you. Wise. Okay, so let's read Parvati Ma. It's so interesting. Like I said, I'm talking about love and sacred union tomorrow. And I said that I have been, so anybody who's just joined, I have a satsang, which is a place where we have a divine container. It's on Zoom. So I'll be talking, and the theme of this week is love and divine union, like sacred union. And one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is devotion. Because that is one of the highest forms of love, you know, devotion. And look at it, it came up. So I'm going to read that for you, Chad. Number 41. It has loads of Hindu goddesses. It has Kali Ma. It has goddesses from loads of different backgrounds, you could say. 41, okay. I keep turning on to Saraswati, and I love it because, you know, recently, hey Jeremy, one thing I've been saying to myself is that I have Saraswati on my tongue. So this is like a phrase that I heard when I was watching a video about Osho, and how, you know, Osho was said to have Saraswati on his tongue. And Saraswati is about wisdom and mastery. And, you know, he really had a way of speaking, and he had so much wisdom within him, and I always wanted to like embody that. So I believe that if you want to be something, you have to claim it now. So yeah, I have Saraswati on my tongue, and she keeps coming out, so I think we're gonna have to read her as well. I think I know what that means. I've been madly in love with Saraswati Ma since I was a kid. No way! There are no coincidences, everybody, okay? So, Saraswati. Mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. The Hindu goddess Saraswati asks you to enter her domain of art, language, knowledge, music, and poetry, and make this commitment to go the distance. Immerse yourself, body, mind, and spirit, in discovering all aspects of what is at hand. Learn and then learn more. Right now, if you adopt the role of apprentice and are willing to devote your heart and mind to something, you will become a true master. Deep wisdom knows only continuous learning. No matter what question you've come to explore, the goddess Saraswati reminds you that the pursuit of mastery is never ending. So enjoy every minute of it. Waheguru. Wow. Amazing. Okay. It's called Vag Siddhi. Could you remind me what that is again? I've said few. I did. You know. Good day from London. Thank you. Good day from England. Ramunajan used to worship Saraswati Ma. Who is that? I'm not sure who that is. Okay, right. Let's read the last one, which is Parvati Devotion, which is 41. The true commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she's acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and strong faith. I guess she's coming out for everybody, you know? But if you are here to serve others... Oh, bonjour, Paul. Words manifest into... Okay. So, okay. But if you... Okay, with the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to a higher knowledge and strong faith. But if you are to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day as unwavering in your devotion as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence in daily meditation to contemplate your devotion, as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. Then in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. I love that. I mean, slow down, you're about to send me straight to sainthood. Okay. That's so funny. And what's wrong with being in sainthood, you know? Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien? Bienvenue. Here comes my French accent. But how beautiful was that? And, you know, it's kind of what, we were talking about yesterday, you know, about the so this is called the Goddess Power Oracle. So it is it's by Colette Baron Reed. I know you can't see it because it's inverted, but it's a oracle card box. So it has a book that tells you like what the different cards mean, because you have to get used to it, you know, what the different goddesses want to say. Yeah, it's an oracle deck. Ça va très bien, merci. Très bien. Je suis très jolie pour vous. I will have learned French by the end of this. You know? Hand me this away. But how wildly relevant, I think. I loved it. I love reading these cards. I feel that, you know, people get really confused about how many cards are in the tarot deck. There are 52, I believe. Yeah, 52. There are loads of different types of decks. Sunny, are you into tarot cards? I don't know. Like, I know some people get really weird about them. But, you know, for me, I don't believe in coincidences. You know, I believe everything is a sign. Or a way of communication. And we can take something from it. So I love getting my tarot card read. It's not that if something comes up that I'll just believe it. Like, let's say it's like, oh my god, it will never say something negative, to be honest. It will always be like, consider this, you know? Hey AJ, welcome. So yeah. Let me know if this is something you guys want, like you want me to incorporate readings. What I could do is, rather than doing individual readings, I could just do a group reading for everybody, you know? Like I said, there are no coincidences. And what fits, what aligns with you, aligns with you. You never know what, like, what is speaking to you, you know? I've had them a few times, few hand readings, but I also believe life is what you make of it and you can change your destiny. Yeah, for sure. The thing is, you know, they don't, like, if there's anything, like, predetermined in them, like, in this one, for example, there was nothing like, this is gonna happen or this is gonna happen, right? It was very, consider this, you know, this is wonderful. I got a lot of wisdom from it and a lot of things to explore in my life and to think about, to contemplate, rather than, oh my god, this is gonna happen, or I'm gonna get married soon, or does that make sense? You know? These cards, how do I say oracle? Let me see, like, oracle cards in French. French. Les cartes de tarot. C'est les cartes de tarot. Entourage de tarot. I did. How do you say I did? Je lis les cartes de tarot. Yeah. I know numerology and astrology is 100% real. Okay, you're not sure whether tarot though. Okay, interesting. See, the thing is, it's about what you believe. There will be people who come and they'll be like, I really believe everything, you know, and they'll believe it and it will be true for them because it's you. You're the power. You're the operant power in your life. If you believe it, it's true. If you don't believe it, it's not true. Like, for example, you know, there was this guy who was unwell, right? He was in a severe condition. He was really unwell and there was no cure. The doctor said, look, the doctor gave him like a sugar pill. So it's just like a normal, like it had no, it was just sugar. Okay. The doctor said, look, this is a new medication that we're trying out. Take it. It'll heal you. They gave it to him. And because he believed it would heal him, it healed him. So it's you. So I believe in Mataji. Had reading from young, but also learned I've been able to alter my path from my decisions. I mean, yeah, of course. Like I said, these are just tools, right? It's about you. Could a certain part play with someone living to them dream, and then could a certain part play living yeah, I mean, of course. Think about it. You know, I saw this video, right? I saw this video, it had Ronaldo in there and it had other famous sports athletes. And you know one thing they said? You know what Ronaldo said? He said, I don't care, but in my mind, I'm the best. I don't care about who else exists. I don't care what age I am. I'm the best. And look at him. He is considered one of the best players in the world, right? Because he believed it. So these things, they're just tools. It's you that brings life to them. Thank you. That's great. We can communicate like this. Thank you so much, Priya. It's a real pleasure to exchange ideas with you and translators. De rien. My pleasure. My pleasure. I try my best. Let me see. I try my best in French. J'essaie de mon mieux. Always wondered if Hawking radiation carries some sort of information. Interesting. You're gonna have to tell us more. I have no idea what that is. I like. Oh, AJ. By the way, the satsang is tomorrow, so I would love to see you there and hear some more. I know you're studying quantum physics, right? Would love to get your insight on certain things, especially things that are rooted in more like spiritual kind of like roots, but to see how that translates through quantum physics would be interesting. The link is in my bio. I like your wallpaper. Thank you. I think it's a tapestry. I believe Sanatan people, they ruined my image in my own land, still interfere my life to justify these are God's people. You know, I don't pay attention to other people. I don't really like to spend time thinking about other people, whether they're doing right or wrong. Just focus on yourself. Go homewards. Going home to God is your own journey, right? It's your own spiritual journey within you. So you go home, and what happens outside of you won't make a difference to you, because you'll be in so much anand. You'll know that this is just a cosmic play, that these things aren't real, you know? The more you give attention to those things, the more they appear in your life. Take your attention away. It's your power. Data set, network, and emotions, mind stuff. You can change it by changing data set. It's true. I agree. I have the same delusional belief. Excellent. Savez-vous? Oh God. Okay. Savez-vous que vous pouvez utiliser votre téléphone pour traduire dans différentes langues? Am I use? Savez-vous? What does that mean? Savez-vous? Vous que vous utilize? Okay, what does it meaning? I think that means what translator am I using? Did you know that if you use your phone, you can use your phone? I did not. Je ne sais pas. Je ne que sais pas. How many languages do I know? I don't know. Not that many. Is it cool if I drop you a message on Future? Okay, sorry, my mind doesn't turn on. Okay, yeah, of course, Sunny. You can, of course, you can email me or you can message me on Instagram. I would love to hear your suggestions. At this point, you might as well talk to me. That's pretty good pronunciation. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. I studied A-level at French. French at A-level, and I failed. I got an E, I think. But I got a B in my speaking, and I was very, 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 very proud of that, okay? So yeah, merci. Let me guess, you're from India. What gave it away? What gave it away? I don't live there though, you know. But yeah, today's live was just really to of course, have discussions. But I have a satsang tomorrow. Sebastian, est-ce que tu parles français? Oh my God, this means Sebastian can translate for me if he'd like. Right? Hi. But yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody that you don't know your wish. Why? See, wait, you wrote in French. You wrote in French though. To remind everybody about the satsang that is happening tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. where we're going to be discussing love, the power of love, because love is you know, everything. Why not use normal glass to drink water? This is made out of copper. You should always drink out of copper. It's really good for you. You don't get stomach issues. It keeps you healthy. So I like to drink out of this. This is an international. Oui, c'est channel international. Oh, you're trying more for your Japanese. That's pretty cool as well. I mean, this is an opportunity. I think you're being invited to learn French, as am I. You know, savez-vous? पता नहीं मैं आपको क्यों सुन रहा समझ नहीं आती फिर भी I do like reading Rumi. Do you have a favorite poem of his or quote? I like loads of them. I can't remember any off the top of my head. I don't understand everything you're saying, Priya, but I'm reading through your facial expressions and few words I know in English, so I can get a general idea of what you're saying. I mean, that's just absolute genius, right? Wow. C'est incroyable. Thanks for answering. No worries. Let me ask you, do you have any favorite quotes from Rumi? You know, okay, I love that we're speaking about Rumi. And also, hey, Weber, welcome, Naman. Maharaj. Who's Maharaj? You speak French very well when you do translation. I like it. It's very cute. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Anyway, I didn't always. Okay, how do I say this? Je n'ai pas toujours pensé que je parlais bien français parce que j'ai échoué en français à l'école. I said I didn't believe that I spoke great French because I was failing. I literally failed at A level. Honestly, my French. So what you do is you have French speaking classes, right? So it would be a group of like, there would be 3 of us and the teacher, and we would have to speak in French only, and it was torture. I wanted to kill myself. It was so bad. I was so anxious. But it's okay. We're not going to talk about that, okay? Okay. Je spreek heel good French. Oh, you speak German? Did I just miss Priya speaking French? I mean, do you want me to say again? Okay. J'ai échoué en français à l'école. There we go. Please tell me about you. What would you like to know? No worries, Webov. What about... No, man. Sorry, I always call you that. I know you don't mind, but sometimes I feel like I'm... like I should make more of an effort. But Webov is a really nice... So is Naman. Okay, well... I'll leave it. What about Ramana Maharshi? Yeah, I started reading a book about Ramana Maharshi. You know, I only read a little bit, but it was really cool. He was speaking about the importance of a guru, and like how a guru is the only person that can give you a guru mantra, which is a certain like a word, right? That's specific to you that you're meant to repeat, and that can help with your like your spiritual journey. Como me llama? Me llama Priya. And does Priya mean anything? Priya means beloved. Now you know how I'd feel amongst people. Wait, why? I have a maths exam tomorrow and today I'm listening to spiritual things. You know, let me tell you something, be pesticide. आपको ऐसे करना है भी आप मैं जानती हूँ आपका maths का एग्जाम है कल. ऐसे करो, आप है ना, आप अपने आप को बताओ, मैं पास होगा, मैं पास हो गया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है। इन्विजन करो, फील करो अपनी है ना बॉडी में भी कैसा लगता है जब आप पास हो जाओगे, और देखना पास हो जाएगा। मैंने कह दिया बस, सात सात बच्चन कह दो। um, Sebastian Chapelle, Francis Italian. Oh wow. Right, where? Hey, Snake Zip. Where are you from? England. Oh, that's excellent. I love names that have meanings. Yeah, I think most names have meanings, right? Every name. Oh, Mr. Godley, what is your name? Don't tell me you told me and I don't remember. Hindi is adorable. Thank you. You know, once I spoke Hindi on here and someone said, I'm embarrassed for you. And it was just so funny. I kind of liked it. I don't know. There was something nice about that comment. मेरा कल हिंदी का पेपर है। और प्रेम जी, अब मैं तो आपकी हेल्प, एक्चुअली बात ये है, हिंदी हम बोल रहे हैं और हमारी हिंदी कच्ची कच्ची है ना, और हमारी हिंदी सुन के शायद आपकी हिंदी ज़्यादा अच्छी हो जाए, यू नो, क्योंकि हमारी हिंदी में कोई दिक्कत है, रह जाती है, समझे? फील तो हो रहा है पापा की पिटाई। हाँ नहीं, ये वैसे मत बोलो। Je peux essayer de parler si tu veux. Je peux, what does that mean? Je peux, it sounds familiar. You would like essayer to parler, you would like to speak French with me. I know what that means. Meaning? I can try to speak French with you. Is that what you said? You would try to speak French with you. Si tu veux. What does that mean? I don't know. That was Dutch. Oh, okay. See, Dutch and German sound very similar, right? AJ, if you can speak, AJ, you can do the translation. Are you sure you're from England? Your Hindi is like a 6-year-old kid. I'll take it. Kids are cute, okay, and they speak very sweetly. Home. Oh, glad to a cold flat. Oh no, you gotta do some like jumping jacks or something, you know. I speak zero Hindi. Okay, thanks for answering my questions. One guy that really resonated with me was an author who went by the name Wei Wu Wei, real name being Terence. He was a Westerner who really liked Advaita Vedanta. I love Advaita Vedanta. Love it. Non-dual existence, right? Sebastian, can you please try to translate a few messages from time to time to explain so she can understand what I'm saying. Pakka didi kal chappal padegi. Thank you so much, Sebastian. Pray for allowing me to communicate with you and facilitating communication so that I can understand the topics discussed here. Dejan, c'est my pleasure. D'accord, je peux essayer. Oh. So wait, Sebastian, you can speak French. Oh my god, your French sounds amazing. Your Hindi is very good, Priya. Yes, you can mix Punjabi words. We can understand it similar. Okay, perfect. I'm glad. Thank you. You know, that is like, you know where we all have a shadow side, right? Like, Bindi, okay, you know what? Look. I'm gonna put everybody out of their misery. Boom. Perfect. Right? Perfect. Kind of in the middle. There it is. So what was I saying? Yeah, we all have a shadow side, right? So in our shadow side, it's usually what we want to do. Like, let's say I work in finance or something, but I've always wanted to be a fashion designer. That would be my shadow side. So when someone meets you and they reaffirm your shadow side, they say, oh, you know, I know you work in finance, but I love your fashion. I think you do well in it. We begin to like that person because they affirm that shadow kind of desire. It's something that what's his face talks about. Robert Greene. So I think my shadow side is, I'll tell you, okay, I'll tell you. Singing, I would love to be a great singer, okay? Oh gosh, I shouldn't have mentioned that. And then I would say, like knowing how to speak Hindi or like different languages. Hey everybody, you love Robert Greene. I do too. Okay, I met a girl once, her name was Adwait. I stole that name and reserved it for my future daughter. That's sweet. Out of interest, from your one-to-one life coaching, what can people benefit from? Okay, I love that question. Thank you, Sunny. So, I mean, of course, it's one of those things, right? If you kind of understand what the perspectives I hold here and the types of things we discuss, then you kind of get a glimpse of what my take on life coaching is. So life coaching, the thing I find with life coaching is that people come and they have different issues, right? They seem like really different issues. Like, for example, someone wanted to start their own business. Okay, that was one thing. Someone wanted to become a musician, like a guitarist. That was another coaching client that I had. And then I had someone who wants to, you know, motivation and things like that. And what I realize is that I won't be able to tell you how to play the guitar better. I'm not a musician. I don't know how to play the guitar, right? The thing is, with most issues or obstacles or problems that people face, there's usually an underlying problem, which is to do with their mindset, to do with their beliefs and what is possible for them and what they're observing in their reality, right? And the things they do, the habits that they have. So that's what I target. I'm able to see the kind of obstacles that stand in people's ways. And of course, it's very different for everybody. And then what I do is I create something that is very unique to them, where it will be, you know, they'll tell me like, oh, okay, this. And then if it's like a limiting belief, we'll explore that. We'll break that down. And then, you know, the illusion falls away. And when the illusion falls away, you can go into the world with a different perspective. So I'm really there to reflect back to people their perspective, and also to show them that there is light within them that wants to be expressed and that can be expressed, and to support them in that way. So, like, support their transformation, you know? Did you try Duolingo out to be good? I did not know they did Hindi in Duolingo. That's wild. Come on, sing us. No. We all heard you sing. Okay. The point in the middle between the eyes. Okay. Say. Bindi is a old Indian beauty tradition for people serving many spiritual purposes such as protection and awareness. Why? I don't know why I'm writing in caps, by the way. Awareness of third eye in French. Okay. Paul. Le bindi est une ancienne tradition de beauty indienne, servant à de nombreux buts spirituels, tels que la protection et la conscience du troisième œil. Okay. It's from North. Mr. Godley, jeez. El Pal de Cushing de la. Okay, did I mention it before? That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm coming to Italy in April. I guess you're nowhere near there though. Itni energy ka seleti ho coffee. No, it is within me. May I ask, if you had to live or work with someone with a really bad body odor, would you say something and ignore it? Hey, Gunme013. Yeah, I actually, this reminds me, in school, so I went on this trip, right? And one of my friends, she had really bad body odor, and I said it to one of my friends. I was like, oh, yeah, because we were both sharing a room with her. So I think she said it in front of two other people, like me and someone else, and then we used to play a game called Tell It. So if someone says something like, oh my god, she smells, and two people hear it and they both say tell it at the same time, that person has to tell that person the truth. So she said that in front of me and my friend, and we both said tell it, and then she had to tell the girl, and I think she must have done something. But I think just be honest, try to do it in a very like respectful way, I guess. Which subject you got worst grade, and also in which you got good grades? Okay, French was bad. It depends, because at different ages I was getting different grades, you know. Oh, well, grateful for work. Thanks, I'm be busy tomorrow. Okay. No, thank you. We shall try. Do I come live daily? Sometimes. The concert is in the end. The concert is in the end of the live. Yes. No. Sick. Oh, no. Thanks for answering the body question. I would understand why everyone wants to be offensive, but I would only say something if it was really affecting me. Oh no, not again. I can't sing. Why? No. Oh, if it was red, it means the person is in a married relationship. Is that true? Because I sometimes wear a red one. I really like wearing a red one. Please show me that. Okay, that's not happening. If someone generally has bad BO, it can sometimes depend on what someone eats that causes it. Yeah, I mean, usually it has it's to do with their gut, right? It means that I guess your gut isn't that healthy. Sounds cool, Greg. You got some. Wait, when are you going again, Greg? You're going in April. April, I think yeah, you said April, right? April is a good time to go, to be honest. It's very cold right now. I was supposed to go, but I decided not to go. Going to Delhi. Nice. I don't think I've really traveled Delhi. Where, like, do you usually go to, like, the touristy spots, or the rain starts, I believe, around August time. You know, but April, I went April like 2 years ago. Sounds crazy that I'm saying that. And it was really, really nice. It wasn't that warm. I mean, it is about 35 degrees, I think, in Punjab anyway. But yeah, I feel like I'm, just give me a second. Whoops. Oh. Apparently you're not actually meant to, like, sweat. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll leave it. And chalo bye, story bhi karni hai. Chalo bye. धन्यवाद आपका यहाँ मौजूद होने के लिए. How many siblings do I have? I have 4. I have a twin sister. I'm only flying there and then traveling out to Dehradun. Where is that? Dehradun. Let me check. What are you gonna do there? Can I share with everybody that you went to India and then you got a bike, which I just thought was the coolest thing, and just like rode around yourself. Prem Shankarji, this is not the platform where I'm going to be dancing, okay? This is not that type of thing. You just type in dancing, women dancing, you know, on the internet, on YouTube, and you'll find plenty. He went to India and he got a bike, so he got a motorbike, and then he just like traveled India on his motorbike by himself. That's cool, right? That's pretty cool. Because I mean, I don't know, I guess like I guess I always thought that I wouldn't do that, but I think I would. I'd love to travel India by myself. Or just travel alone. I haven't done that yet. Why you had to think so long to call your siblings? I don't know. It's good to take your time with things, you know? You're welcome, Be Pesticide. You're welcome. You have to go many times. Good old Indian heat. I love the heat. I am a big fan of the heat. I just used to walk everywhere midday and people would look at me like I'm insane. I remember going to this Pandit once, right? And the Pandit is sweating. There's an AC on, there's a fan on, and my man is sweating like, so much, and he's like wiping his sweat away, and we're just sitting there like, are we in the same room? You know? But does that mean that you have a lot of like, because in Ayurveda, right, you have Vata, Pitta, and something else. So does it mean that that person has a lot of inner heat? Is that a thing? I don't know. Not just any bike, a Royal Enfield, of course. When it, I love it, love it. True Indian style, huh? I always have a connection with studying physics and making music. Oh, nice. Don't know why, but I always get inspiration to do one or the other, you know? I love that. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because everything is sound and frequency. So, also, I mean, and also it's a great way to channel your creativity. I'm from England. You love cold, yeah, vata pitta cup. Oh yeah, kapha. I'd say that, but as a guy with sister, no, please. Haha. I wish you a lovely afternoon. It's always a great pleasure to spend time in your live stream. Listen to you. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Bonne nuit. Haha, that's awesome, Greg Enfield. I did that too sometimes back when I bought the bike. It's not an Enfield though. Priya, you've been to India as well. I have. I went to India last year. Last year in June. I was there for a month, and then the year before that I was there for 6 months. I loved India. So I hadn't been to India in a very long time, and I'd never really been like without parents. I went with my sisters and I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. I was like, I'm not gonna go back. I just want to live here. Everything is just so wonderful here, you know? That is great, Paul. Wow. I would love to go to England sometime and see Big Ben. Nice. Au revoir. Have fun. How do you say have fun? Amuse-toi. Amusez-vous. Fourth trip to India. Jeez. Nice, but you have relatives here. I do. So my parents are actually from India. So they were born in India. I was actually born in India too. But I moved out of India when I was very young, when I was 3. So yeah, all of my family is, well, okay, not all of them, but yeah, I have family there. Right, I barely go over. जाने का मन नहीं कर रहा है. Oh, I've heard that. I get that. It's a thing, you know. Sorry, just give me a second. Must be in a minute. That is true. Why do you not leave your room, Verbov? Also, I don't know if you guys caught what the theme of tomorrow's satsang will be. It is love and sacred union, because I know Greg wanted to talk about relationships, you know. We can call them, I just like to call them like sacred union. So that's gonna be really fun. I've just been thinking about it. You know, I find that sometimes I get like stressed. I'm like, oh my god, what? Like, not really deeply, but you have those thoughts, right? when something, I guess, means a lot to you, kind of, yeah. But so I was thinking about it, and then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna like relax and surrender to life, and the ideas will just flow through me, and that's exactly what happens. And I feel like that happens every single time. Um, Nothing special about you. Can you come to Venice to surf? Wow, I do not know how to surf. I feel like I tried something similar. Not surfing, but it was something to do with balancing. Then I was maybe like trying to, because it's been snowing in England, trying to like surf on the snow, and then just thinking, how do people do this? This is really scary. Um, Lol, not going to India without your parents is a different vibe. It's like the best vibe. When I used to go when I was younger, mom would be like, all right, you stay at home, we're gonna go do this, I'm gonna go shopping, I'm gonna go here, and you would just stay at home and do nothing. But this time, that did not happen. Okay. I'm really looking forward to the subject in the satsang. It opens up a big discussion. It does. You know, it's wild how everything is just so interconnected. Like when I was doing the readings from tarot, like things were coming up, like for example devotion. So Parvati Ma came up, and you know, the importance of devotion. And I mean, even with your spiritual path, it is devotional path, right? It's not discipline that I have to do this, I have to do this. It's doing certain things at times before, just to like remain in that state at all times until eventually you don't have to try anymore, you know. It becomes so effortless. um you should visit South India. There are lots of ancient temples. I'm so excited to see them. I will. I have anxiety issues, so I avoid going out. No way, Yash. Oh. And there's a coincidence again, which I'll explain tomorrow. I love coincidences. I think coincidences are just synchronicity, right? I got my driving license there now. I feel like I'm free. Oh my god, what? You got a driving license there as well? Do you have an OCI? You want an India live stream? I did live stream in India. If you go back on my lives, you'll see that I'm in India live streaming. And I went out on the balcony. You can hear the bard playing. I didn't do it when I'm traveling around, I guess, because everybody was just like, oh, you know, like be careful with your phone. But I would love that. I think it's India is a very special place. Do I know about Rajasthan? I do know about Rajasthan. I would love to visit Rajasthan. Yeah. Do you live in Rajasthan? Is that what you're asking? Virat Singh, good night to you. But guys, it's gonna be a short one today. I mean, it's not really short. It's like over an hour, but I think anything under like 2 hours is short. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day today. Hopefully, I'll see some of you in the satsang tomorrow. I'm clinically diagnosed with ASD, so unfortunately can't do anything. You can, yes. There's always something. There's nothing that is definite. Okay, there's always something that you can do. Song. Do I have to? Damn, I missed it. Priya, thank you so much. Who else is joining tomorrow? I'm not sure. At the moment, it's you, Greg. And I think one other person, but for like a little while. I stay in a share. Okay. Okay, take care. Bye-bye, Priya. Are we seeing you tomorrow, Vaibhav? Just take one step at a time, day by day. That's true. Okay, yeah, no song today. Depends on what part you go to. Some parts really. You'll try to join tomorrow. Okay, AJ, yeah, the link is in my bio, so more than welcome. Ungodly, really. Oh, do I have to? Okay. No song, guys. Um, we will do. Okay, yeah, maybe not today, guys. Shall I sing happy birthday? Oh, okay. So, so I have not been to the Taj Mahal yet, but yeah, okay, guys. Adios, mi amores.